Chapter 10. At 6 o'clock the following morning, a Mexican farmer named Pedro, who was riding through Oaxaca on his mule, approached the gas station. He stopped as he saw the body of Fernando Gonzalez lying in the sand. Pedro got off his mule to inspect the body. He walked around it carefully.
You're dead. How could anyone try to walk across this desert without transportation or water? You must have been crazy.
Pedro was not sure what to do about the dead man. If he reported the body to the police, they might suspect him of having killed him.
I'm sorry.
Pedro said to the body.
I cannot get involved. When they open the gas station, they'll find you and report it to the police. Bad luck, my friend.
He started to get back on his mule when he noticed a suitcase lying about 20 feet away from the body.
Why would a man carry a suitcase into the desert?
Pedro asked aloud.
Water? Yes. Food? Yes. A suitcase? No.
He walked over to the suitcase and looked down at it. It looked cheap and ordinary.
It's probably filled with your old clothes.
Still, who knew? There might be something of value in it. Pedro bent down and unstrapped the suitcase and opened it. He stared at its contents for a full 5 minutes without moving. He had never dreamed of so much money in his life. There must be $1 million there, he thought. And it was undoubtedly stolen money. No one tried to cross the desert with a suitcase full of cash unless he was running away.
You're dead now. So, who does the money belong to?
He thought about it for a long time. And then he said,
I found it. So, I think it belonged to me. It's only fair. Finders keepers. I will buy my Rosita a new dress. She will be very happy. And I will buy me a new mule. This one is very tired.
He carefully closed and locked the suitcase and strapped it on the back of the mule. The sun had risen and the sand was beginning to get hot. Pedro felt thirsty. He looked with longing at the soft drink machine. But he had no coins. I could break into the machine, he thought. But that would not be honest. Suddenly, his attention was caught by the sun reflecting on a metal object in the sand. He reached down and picked it up. It was a quarter.
This is really my lucky day!
Pedro exclaimed. He put the quarter in the soft drink machine and pressed a button. Out came an ice-cold Coca-Cola. He took the cap off the bottle and drank long, soothing swallows. When he had finished the bottle, he tossed it onto the sand.
That's the way it goes, my friend.
He said to the body lying at his feet.
Some of us have lucky days. Some of us have unlucky days.
He climbed up on his mule and headed across the desert toward Oaxaca. The body of Fernando Gonzalez was found an hour later when the owner of the gas station arrived. There was no identification on the corpse. The owner of the station telephoned the police at Oaxaca, and they arrived a short time later. What is a man doing alone in the desert, without food or water or transportation? They asked. They took the body back to Oaxaca and placed it in the funeral parlor. Fernando Gonzalez had arrived home, but no one knew it. Since the police had no idea who the corpse was, they did not ask any of the townspeople to identify it. Gonzalez was given a simple burial. When James Madison walked into his office on Monday morning and found that he had been wronged, he went into a towering rage. All employees were questioned. When Fernando Gonzalez failed to show up for work, it immediately became obvious who the thief was. "I want him," James Madison roared. "I want him put in jail for the rest of his miserable life. And I want my money back." The manhunt began. But in spite of the intensive search, the police were unable to find the slightest trace of the culprit. He had disappeared from the face of the earth. 2 days after Fernando Gonzalez was buried, a man arrived at the gas station to empty the coins from the soft drink machine. The coins were shipped to a bank in Mexico City. A tourist received the quarter in change at a restaurant in Acapulco. It was next in the hands of an attorney flying to New York. The quarter was part of his tip to a barber, who gave it to a customer, who went to Vermont. There was a country fair in Vermont, and it was there that a young man named Jennings Lang gave a hot dog vendor $1 and received the quarter in change.